Together, they can be described as sentinels which sit high over Ben Hill Road. The night Summer went missing, the neighbor swears that she and her 2 children heard a scream shortly before they joined the search for a now missing Summer Wells. On the watch and hypervigilant. That's how Jody Sue Brown was the very day Summer Wells went missing.
There was no TV, no noise at all.
Jody Sue was in her cabin with her teenage kids, 19 and 14, waiting for anything.
We were kind of hyper alert because of property things that had happened the day before.
Can you get route 125, 125 Benhill Road off Beach Creek? It's going to be a reference to a suspicious vehicle. It's possibly going to be a neighbor dispute as well.
So we were listening for noise. Everything was kind of quiet. Just chattering like we normally do, joking, goofing off, having a great time together. And I remember there being jokes, laughter, definitely talking over one another, right? And the kids were being pretty loud. That day there hadn't been a lot of noise other than the woodcutters, with the 2 crews and such. They cut out a little while before the next things happened. I heard noises outside, in the roadway below us, other places up and down, even with the woodcutters, and it had brought me out of the cabin. I never really saw anything that day. No cars, really. While we were out at one point doing survey lines, and there was a flash of a car that went up Candace and Donnie's driveway. Something about it struck me wrong.
She and her family next heard a truck door slamming and dismissed it as their neighbors.
I keep being asked if I'm the one that reported the truck, the red truck, right? And I'm not. I didn't. I'm not the one that came from.
The next sound was harder to justify. About an hour and a half before Summer is thought to go missing, Jody Sue, her son, and her daughter heard something far more suspicious.
We heard just this kind of shrill, almost animalistic scream.
Animalistic, but not an animal.
Knew it was, wrong. It wasn't a dog. It wasn't an animal.
That vigilance kicking into overdrive.
Son and I decided to go out, look and see what we could see. We went back onto the bank. Didn't see anything. Didn't hear anything.
Jody Sue headed down her driveway around 6 to tend to flowers.
And at this point, I start hearing Candace hollering for Summer. And then my brain immediately went, scream earlier, this, uh-oh.
Jody Sue searched one side of a creek, Summer's brothers the opposite side. And you gave statements to the police, right?
Oh, absolutely.
She's been interviewed numerous times by not only my agency, but the TBI and FBI, and we don't find anything with that complaint.
There wasn't anything really abnormal that I saw or heard until I heard a car door slam. It was something like a road that kind of faces the right-of-way that also cuts through this property too. I keep being asked if I'm the one that reported the truck, the red truck, right? And I'm not. I didn't. I'm not the one that came from. If whispers and rumors are to be believed, I kind of know who did. I think I've talked to that person once or twice for a pretty lengthy bit. I never really saw anything that day. No cars really sitting.
It means 45 minutes to 2 hours for cops. Cops that show up and will tell you that they are not getting out of the car at fucking dark.
We ended up going back in. There was a flash of red going up the driveway that was wrong. It wasn't shiny, it didn't have the gloss, it wasn't right. While we were out at one point doing survey lines, and there was a flash of a car that went up Candace and Donnie's driveway. I'm not the one that came from. If whispers and rumors are to be believed, I kind of know who did. But we were all being asked about it, and then, I did report because I'm not the one that came from. There were also, in the evening times, I would usually walk down to meet Voldemort, after, he had gotten off work. So I was standing there at a certain time, usually every day, and there was a truck that kept coming in and out. And, this truck and the person in it kind of stuck with me, which was odd because I'm not much on cars. I did report that I was like, well, wait. I was like, there was this truck. It was coming in at the same time almost every day. The guy was being a little weird, but I thought it was traffic for something else. For some reason, the guy stuck with me. I mean, we were just inches apart most days. He passed me as I was standing at the very tip of the driveway. But for some reason, his face stuck with me. And that's something strange these days. So I did report it. And then it wasn't a description of the guy. Nothing really came of it. I didn't hear anything from anybody. And then it wasn't long after that. There was a post by someone. It was shared into a group. So I don't know who this is. I still don't for the life of me know who it is. But she describes a truck and a man coming in and out of where she's having the yard sale at, where Candace and the kids go. And that he was coming in and out, and it was a truck that hadn't been in there. And it matches the exact guy in the exact truck. And that's when I was like, this isn't right. But her post was reshared into a group without her name or anything or information attached. So, and I thought, well, okay, must not be anything. Whatever they're looking for is not the same guy or the same truck. But I did notice that after everything had happened and Summer had vanished, I didn't see this truck any longer. I've not seen the guy since. Same thing seems to have been the case with the other lady 7 miles from us, where Summer and the boys and Candace had bought stuff at the yard sale. I do know that I was seeing a red truck. It wasn't bright red. He was coming and going from Ben Hill at a certain time of day. I can still see the guy's face, and I can still picture the truck and how high it was, and him looking at me and just, I don't know, but, I figured if it was anything, somebody would have gotten hold of us, but no. Either way, but yeah, it wasn't me who reported the red truck. So, there you go.